Alright, so we've been getting lots of questions about our delivery of our little princess. It was a week and a day ago now. Today is February 5th, and it was on Monday, January 28th. So I just wanted to get on here and tell everybody the story about how everything went that day. So I woke up at 8 a.m. Well, I woke up earlier than 8, but I was in bed for a little bit while Tanner was getting the kids ready for school. And I was laying in bed, and right at about 8 o'clock, I started getting pains. And I could tell that they were getting more consistent, about 3, 4, 5 minutes apart. And they were kind of varying between 8 and 9 o'clock. And then at about 9 o'clock, I got out of bed after laying there with my heating pad for about an hour. And they weren't bad. The pains were just getting to the point where I knew we'd probably be going to the hospital that day. So we were 6 days before our due date at that point. And so I got up at about 9 o'clock, started just doing some stuff on my computer and slowly packing. And Tanner was helping me kind of pack the bag. And I was still in a bit of doubt that, maybe the contractions were going to slow down a little bit and then we wouldn't end up having to go to the hospital that day. So anyways, it was at about 10 o'clock or so, my mom came and picked up the boys, the little ones, took them to her house to watch them and let Tanner and I just relax at home and get ready to go. And then at 10:30, between 10:30 and 10:45, I'd say it was around 10:45, I still wasn't in enough pain to really be thinking about leaving the house. And I was sitting on on my computer and just finishing up some things, and my water broke. And I said to Tanner, "Oh my goodness, my water just broke. We have to get out of here." The last time that I was in labor and my water broke, we were already at the IWK, and we were about 15 minutes from delivering Silas. That was 2 years ago in December. So I just gave Tanner that look. I looked at him and said, my water just broke, and he obviously knew what that meant. So we scurried along. In about 10 minutes, we had a bag packed completely. We had me changed 3 times because I needed to, where my water broke, and we rushed our bags together at the front door, and we jumped in the car, and off we went. So I think we probably left the house at about, I want to say, if my water broke at about 10:45, it was probably about 5 to 11, or maybe even 11 o'clock that we left the house. And we ended up getting to the hospital at about 11:20. And when we got to the hospital, we went through admitting. I told him that the baby was coming very quickly, so I really didn't even need an assessment room. I just needed a delivery room. And I said, "I apologize. I'm not trying to be pushy. I'm just trying to be informative. This is my 8th baby, and I know for a fact that the baby's coming." And so we sat there in the admitting room for about 2 or 3 minutes after I registered, and a lady came and got us, and we went through a different set of doors at the IWK, a different set that I've ever been through. Normally we go behind the desks and through that elevator and go up. And this time, a lady came and got us in that room, and we went backwards to another spot, and we went to a room there, and I asked her, I said, "Is this a delivery room?" And she said, no, we're just going to check you. And I said, "Okay, but I just want to let you know, probably in about 10 minutes, I'm going to need a delivery room because the baby is coming." And so she checked me. I was 5 to 6 centimeters. And she said, "No, it's your 8th baby. I see what you're saying. No problem. We'll just check you quick and get you in a wheelchair." She said, "I'd rather wheel you there, where you say, you're progressing so fast." So we got to the delivery room, I sat in the wheelchair just through a few contractions. I was feeling good. I have to say that these contractions for this little bundle were completely different than my past 7 babies, and they were all boys. So I called this my girly labor. I look back now and realize that each contraction was very, very light compared to the contractions with every other baby I've had. About half as painful, half as strong, half as intense. So I sat in the wheelchair for about 5 or 6 minutes when we first got there. We chatted with the nurse. They explained to us that there was meconium in the water when my water broke, so there would be a whole team that would have to come into the delivery room when I delivered. And after about another few minutes of sitting in the wheelchair, I just decided to get up on the bed, and I did ask for her to prepare the gas because that's what I found works best for me. In the past, I've done a couple of labors where, my first where I didn't even get the epidural, didn't even have time to go into my body before I had our first baby, and that was only a fraction of the epidural. I think it was 1/4. They said they cracked open, they just administered it, and within 2 minutes he was born afterwards. And I'd done an epidural. I planned for it with our second, had lots of time, and I found that just prolonged our labor. I found that was a good 4 hours in the middle of the night that, we were just kind of sitting around waiting for me to get contractions strong enough to need to push. And I just finally realized that actually my sister was the one that told me she had an excellent delivery with her first baby with the gas, and that I should try it again because I'd used it very lightly with our first, and I didn't use it properly, so I didn't get the full effect. And so I think it was Oliver's, that would have been our 5th baby, that I fully depended on the gas, and it was perfect. It worked well. I only needed it for about the 20 minutes or 10 minutes to deliver him, and since then that's what I use, just to ease the pain. And so I got in the delivery room with this little one this time, and I asked the nurse for the gas, so she prepared it. Took a few contractions before she had the nozzle on it or whatever, and she handed it over to me, and I think I only used it for 3 contractions. I remember huffing on it, and then I could feel the baby coming down more, and I said to her, I need to push, and she said, okay, just try not to. And I said, no, I can't, try not to, the baby's coming. And then she checked, and she said, oh, the head's out. I said, yep. And I was still sitting up, sitting up halfway in the bed, and when she said that, oh yeah, the baby's head's out, she said, Tanner, press that button quick. We need the, and then so he pressed the button, and she said, we need a whole team, we need the doctor, the baby's coming out. And I knew that they wouldn't have time to come in at this point. So sure enough, the next contraction I had, she was out, and I might as well have just asked Tanner to reach down and grab the baby, because she, I think, was still in kind of denial that it was really happening. I guess I'm pretty quiet when I'm in labor, so she really didn't believe it was really going to happen. And so she came over and picked up the baby and held her up. At this point, we still didn't know if it was a boy or a girl, but she said, she said to us, oh, you've got your cord, or she said to the baby, you've got your cord wrapped around your neck, little buddy. And I remember huffing on the gas, thinking in my head, yeah, little buddy, that's what we call our little baby boys. And then she goes, or is it a little buddy? And that's when Tanner was obviously concerned, looking up at her holding the baby with the cord wrapped around the neck. And she said, or is it a little buddy? And she turned the baby around so that Tanner could see her little bum in between her legs. And Tanner, I looked right over at Tanner, and he had tears in his eyes, and the shock, his mouth just went, and I realized exactly. She said, it is a girl. The first time in our lives we've heard that. So, this is our little princess. Can you hold the phone for a second? Thank you. I'm going to just turn her around. She's just waking up. Just waking up. So, for the first time in our lives, we have a little baby girl. So we have our 7 boys, ages 14 all the way down to 2. And on January 28th, 2019, Mommy gave birth to a beautiful, healthy baby girl. So the significance of 8s was incredible. Once I put the whole story together in my own head, I told the story a few times, I realized we had gone into labor starting at exactly 8 a.m. and she was born on January 28th. It was at 11:49 a.m., by the way. Born on January 28th. She was 8 pounds, 8 ounces, and baby number 8. So 8s were very, very prominent in her birth. And she is just perfect. And today she is 8 days old. So kind of suiting for me to do the video today. So this is our little precious princess, and we do not have a name for her yet. Needless to say, we were a little bit surprised. We don't find out for sure what we're having for a baby until we push the baby out. And Tanner told me in the ultrasound he saw a penis 3 times. So we went with that. I thought I didn't see a penis, but I doubted myself, where he, of course, said he thought he saw a penis 3 times. And we just assumed that it was going to be a little baby boy. So when he went into the baby bag to dress her to leave the hospital, he said he decided not to put on the little outfit that said hunk. As we didn't bring anything girly, just all your big brother's clothes. And now we've had a wonderful week of, oh, it's okay, a wonderful week of getting used to our brand new family. We have a precious little baby girl and our 7 boys. And we had an open house here at our house on Saturday that just passed when she was 5 days old. We had a lot of people come over to see her. I think we estimated it was around 60 to 80 people came to visit and stay and meet our little bundle and hang around with us and have some snacks. And she was showered with beautiful gifts from all of her family and friends that love her. And we still haven't named her yet. We're talking about a few different names. We feel a name is extremely important, and we would hate to make a mistake with our little baby and regret something. So we're taking our time. We know we have 30 days. We've waited 30 days for a couple of our babies before we've officially named them. So this time we're hoping to do it sooner than that, but we'll see. So this is our little precious baby girl, 8 days old, wearing her pretty little pink penguin jammies. So sweet. Are you going to open your eyes for everyone? Let me sit you up a little bit. There's the burpees. A little burpees. Trying to hold that thing down from you hold that for a second. Thank you. I'm just trying to hold your jammies down a little bit so people can see your little face. There we go. Oh my goodness, are you going to open your eyes? Not yet. Her brothers are completely in love with her. And her mommy and daddy are completely in love. How could you not be? There's those little eyes. Show everybody your gorgeous eyes, precious. There. Show everybody your eyes. Oh, you getting hungry? Big yawns. Oh, don't hit yourself in the face. Be careful. Be careful. So there you go. All right. We're going to go. Say bye-bye. We'll talk to you guys soon.